Perhaps we should... Perhaps we should pull up the detailed log entry for the... Whoa! Whoa! Hello everyone, Thranx is here, and welcome back to No Man's Sky. In the last episode, we just arrived at this new system and stopped at the space station. And really, we haven't seen anything this solar system has to offer, so I think what we're going to do is get some expeditions recovered and sent back out. Yeah. And then we're going to do some planetary analysis and exploration. Some good old-fashioned just assessing what we have here in this system. Now, I understand the Relentless needs some love, believe me, I get it. There's quite a lot that we don't have here. In fact, we don't have our whole greenhouse room, we don't have our storage quarters really well laid out, and really the way the Sword of Justice was, I mean, really, we need to give that kind of love to the Relentless. But now is not the time for that. I think instead what we're going to do is we're going to receive the expeditions on camera, and then we'll go ahead and send out the new ones off camera, and we'll just sort of alternate it. That way we get to see some of the rewards some of the time here. So we got a bunch of money, some hot ice. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. A 1-star trade. There's always room for hot ice. Let's see, and here we have storage augmentation. I accept those terms. Chromatic metal, activated copper. We know how I feel about that activated copper, don't we? Well, I'm going to put it in our high-capacity inventory because, well, we have a stack of it now. Just building up, just sitting there, don't we? Don't we? We do. For this one, looks like more chromatic metal units. This is some sort of discovery, an effigy, dagger, Viking stuff, more geodesite. That was from a balanced... Oh, the quill drop pollen, approximately 735 years old, adorned with ripe, juicy berries. This plant looks highly nutritious. Even the stems, firm and fleshy, look like they'd be a delight to eat. Mmm. Delicious. Let's see what we have here. Units and units fusion accelerant, a popular reward for trade missions, I guess, is to get this sort of manufactured goods. Here we have units, Gek relic, some lattice, some tetracobalt. Yeah, we don't really, I mean... Gek relic, more units. Ooh, this was a long one. Lots of units. The real question is... Well, I know we want to keep the storage augmentation. That's a pretty good one. 26! Oh, I accept those terms. Yes, I do. Fusion accelerant, we sort of have a place for that as well. Now, the hot ice is sort of maxed out. No, there is room for 2 of them, and we have 3. Wouldn't you know it? And I wonder what is actually made. Oh, the cryo pump, which that's sort of... Cryogenic chamber is living glass and a cryo pump. Yeah, I don't know if we're even in a position to make some living glass, really. Are we? Is that a thing? I mean, I know we have the stuff. Yeah, because the lubricant is Fecium and Gamma Root, and we have the glass. So we could easily just make one, and then make the living glass, right? And then from there we have the... We need the thermic condensate. The thermic condensate, well... We might as well take a stack of that, because we already have it, and that just makes room for more in case we get more. Here, let's cut straight to the manufactured magic, shall we? Make the cryo pump, and then from there, the cryogenic chamber. Okay, so we've effectively pushed that can down the road a little bit further before when we need to actually turn all this into big bucks. Yeah, I'm not feeling it. I know the day will come. We'll do it at some point. I mean, that day is not today, right? I mean, if it was, it would be. I think the rest of this will just go ahead and... I mean, what? We're going to... Oh, no, well, we need to face the reality of... Are we going to install... the green system chromatic warp shielding. So we don't need this upgrade to travel to green stellar objects, but it would add 50 light years. And that's before, because this one is supposedly added 50, but after the adjacency bonus, it really was more like 100 almost. Because if I move it here, so we gained an extra 30 from its adjacency. I don't think we're going to do that. Yeah, the more I consider it, that just feels like a colossal waste, a big waste. We don't need any more of that. We're not going to process any activated cadmium. I think a lot of this is just a sell. We can push these. Of course, we can break these down. We'll hold on to the glass. We can break those down. We can turn this into platinum. I'm going to do all of that really fast and then send out our expeditions, and then we'll get to the exploration side. Okay, so... now that we've got all of our expeditions taken care of and the fleet is out yet again, look at this nebula, though. It's this sort of... what? Is this really a thing? We've got a blood red nebula and an overgrown planet with blood red grass? Okay, hold on. Because the atmosphere there looks rather orange. Let's see what else we have in this system before we commit to anything. A scalding planet. A scorched planet with activated copper. Ooh, this system is just very hot. Oh, and wait a second. This nebula is really red and green? How curious. No, this is where I want to be, right here. Anomaly detected. Oh, please, and thank you. Pulsing heart node. I'm good with that. Let's do some of that. Yes. Maneuverability, pulse drive, boost. That's good stuff. That much faster that we travel. Whoa, look at the terrain. Some pretty high peaks and valleys here, despite there being no water. There's like this low-lying mist. Oh. But the flora is green. Oh, interesting. Look at these rock formations. These are just so odd and specific. Do I want to land on top? I don't think that's smart. Can we find a place to land here? This would be better. Let's... oh, these rock formations keep distracting me. No, let's look over here. Oh! A depot, eh? Not really what I'm into. This landscape is bizarre. Hold on, we just flew right over top of a building. Sure. They don't have a dedicated landing spot here, but this is acceptable. Let's see. What's the weather is temperate. Sure. Okay. Well, there's 4 salvage data to add to the pile. I like that. We'll get some nanites, and I guess we'll fix the machine. We'll just kind of... I don't really know what I want out of this planet, other than just to chart it. Let's take a look at our... So really we need solar vine and star bulbs, so we should harvest some of the local flora then. And the Fecium, yeah, we do need some of that. I guess. Wow, B45 plus 7 hauler. Wow. Maybe we should look for a crashed ship somewhere here. Well, we don't really need the... We don't need the salvage frigate modules anymore. Alright, well, let's go ahead and name the system first. We can always start with that. So it's 0066. Okay, fair enough. Let's go ahead and... Ooh. Testy conflict level. So this one's gonna be Fire 166, and we'll call it Scorched terrain. Got the 2 hot planets. I mean, it just happens to be on theme with fire, but no, it's 6-6. And then look, and then you get this nebula. It's all red. Oh, that's kind of pretty, actually. Look at that. We just look up, like... It's hard to get us and something that high up at the same time, so maybe we just need to get... just us and the one planet, then. I think that's fair. And did we already repair this machine? Yeah. All right, so we'll get some star bulb, and then I guess we'll start our planetary analysis. Let's start with the flora. Underground bubbles. Underground bubbles made of Fecium, has bitter stems. Underground bubbles. That's an interesting one. Look at the colors, though, of the nebula with the. There's something pretty nice about this planet. I love these huge, wild stalks of star bramble. How massive they are, and they just light everything up now. Okay. What's interesting is I know that somewhere on the other side of this planet is a nebula that reads green, and that would totally change the night feel of the planet. Not really any forests, but a lot of woods. Let's scan some more flora. Pharmacologically active. Feeds off liquid ammonia. Well, that would explain what the subterranean bubbles are if it's ammonia rising to the surface. Oh, here we go. Oh, look at this. With more lights on their forehead. Fermented fruit. Docile. Eats tall grasses. No. Ooh, it's snarling at me. Run away. You know, I really didn't think I was going to like this planet. Ouch! And to be fair, it feels totally different at night than during the day. Completely. It's pretty exciting. What do you suppose has that section of the woods lit up down there? Could it be some star bramble? Gek word for active. Oh, there's some. Nice. Alright. Well, I figure we'll gather some more of this. Living slime. I do break for living slime. We will hold on to some of that, sure. We're going to have to start choosing names for the planets, I suppose. Really, is what we need to do. More than anything, though, you know, even though we haven't been using our gases for anything, we need to source some sulfurine and some radon. I don't really like just not having any of that. Oh, look, we have some sodium nitrate crystals here. Yep, more star bramble. Let's scan some more trees. Fungal reclamation. Faintly singing. Could be that the ammonia is fueling some greater ecosystem. That would explain the tint to the sky. I suppose I would expect to see more fauna than we've seen. Perhaps we should pull up the detailed log entry for the... Whoa! Underground star bramble. Now this is unusual. We need to document this. Yep, I'm aware. Ooh, more toxins. No. Get out of here with that. Yeah, look. This cave recreates the terrain outside. We've seen this before. Perhaps this plant can tell us a little bit more about what's going on here. Four-dimensional. Feeds off buried nitrogen. So it's a combination of nitrogen and ammonia-rich soil. Okay. I think we've seen enough of this. Let's look at Articulum. Found on planet, we're going to rename you, has adapted to the temperate climate and humid atmosphere, friendly and curious by nature. They'll take a keen interest in any new life forms they encounter. They root through the undergrowth in search of food, chewing at the heads of ripe grasses. I don't know if they took an interest to us so much as they snarled at us and ran away. Only 6 different forms of fauna on this planet. A bit low on the scale of biodiversity one would expect to find on a planet with so much flora. But then again, I bet the ammonia prohibits biodiversity in a way. Perhaps. There could be an underlying cause. It could be the prevalence of sentinels here. Even though they generally tend to leave the non-sentient organisms alone. Ooh, S-Class life support. We could install that too if we really wanted to. I mean, I'm tempted. Watch this. Oh, we did it. Bum bum bum. There it is. Got that 3rd S-Class life support. I don't know if that was necessarily worth it, but... Whoa, 97% life support tanks. Why not? Might as well. We don't really use the inventory for much else. Look at this planet, though. Oh, there's our life form again. Alright, I think we'll go ahead and grab this buried technology module, and then we will get the heck out of here. Let's do that, shall we? Alright, let's take the Nightmare in Space out of here and go see one of these other planets. I would like to see this Scorched planet with the activated copper. I don't know what sort of atmosphere it has or what it looks like on the day side of the planet, but I bet on the night side, when it's facing this red side of the nebula, I bet it feels pretty hot. Plus we could use some selenium. Oh yeah, we got a good bit of star bulb. Let's stop right before we make entry into the atmosphere and just look. Yeah, so it is a good bit of the red nebula that way. Oh, and a little bit of the green towards the star. I think we'll stay on the day side of the, or the night side of the Terminator for this particular atmospheric entry. The surface does appear to be quite scarred from molten activity. Oh, incredibly red. Dark, yeah, dark hardened. Metamorphic rock for certain. Oh, look at it. It's just like charred ash. And a firestorm's incoming. Let's get a weather assessment. Superheated air. Oh yeah, the atmosphere on this planet is just lit up. Here, we'll harvest as much as we can. We might as well. Alright, let's put some phosphorus into our infrared compressor. Ooh, look at that temperature going up. 230, 240. No end in sight. We're gonna break 300 degrees Celsius. 310. Oh, 310.2. Wow, on the night side of the planet. Yeah, that's enough to form storm crystals on the surface. Alright, and we've got some shelter down here. The air is so hot, it's kicking up so much ash, I can barely see anything. Alright, let's prep for planetary analysis. Let's start with some mineral analysis. Biologically active fossilization. That makes sense. Probably some sort of extinction level event. Powerful heat source, formed by gas humidity. So this rock is actually putting out heat. I wonder if the phosphorus inside of it is technically ignited. We'll keep grabbing some of this living slime, see what we get out of this damaged machinery here. Alright, I think we'll stop. We'll check these structures here for a moment. Right, there's usually one buried technology module here. We're gonna grab that. Then we'll swing over here, we'll grab this damaged machinery. Alright, let's get shelter here. The Gek word for away. Oh. As in, get away, run away. It's so swelteringly hot over here. Oof. Ooh, I do want some of this fireberry. Yeah, a lot of storm crystals here. I guess we should go ahead and continue gathering them. But I would also like to get more solar vine. Yeah. Let's just grab some of that while we're here. We'll work our way over to another storm crystal cluster. So we don't know too much about this planet other than some of the minerals are fossils left behind right on the surface, not even subsurface. Some of the minerals are tremendous heat sources. I almost doubt highly, though, that they're what's creating this superheated air. This has to be something in relation to the atmosphere and the proximity to the star. Almost seems like the other planet is technically closer to the star, though. Here, let's scan some of the flora. Nutrient source, sunlight. Well, and just like that, the storm is gone. Well, if some of these plants actually feed off of the sunlight, they would have an abundance of energy here. Unpollinated, nitrogen fixation.
Extreme night temperature detected.
Right, even on the night side of the planet, it's freaking hot. Almost 100 degrees Celsius. Soil recycling with delicate stems. Soil recycling. That sort of leads into my theory that there was an extinction level event, something that happened to cause this superheated air that killed off a lot of the life on the surface. And not only did it leave fossils behind, but it would have put all of those minerals into the soil that would have come up from something geologically active, and also all the decaying remains of well, massive extinguished life. Oh, what do we have here? Organic rock. Sac. I'm hearing something. Oh! Uh-oh, Lifeform. This'll tell us a little bit about what's going on here. Watchful. Bioluminescent teeth. The Muskmeptium. At home in the scorched landscapes of planet Maya 3, they are cautious, watchful creatures. Their sharp eyes always pointed to the horizon. A gnawing hunger for sugar drives their every waking moment. Their existence a constant hunt from sweet plant to the next. Interesting. Another of the same. Oh, there's a little herd here. Must be some sort of nesting ground. Here they are. Oh, they're migrating.
Technology recharge.
Let's just keep sending the stuff up to the Relentless for storage. Now, there's a lot more solar vine down there. What are we up to? We've almost replenished our stores. I think we'll swing down here. We'll gather some more solar vine, and then I think we'll depart. Oh yeah, here's the organic rock full of chlorine. No, that's not what we need, though. Let's stick with the solar vine. We don't know some more fireberry. That's good. We want more of that. We don't have a lot of that. Alright, I think we'll send that to the Relentless, and what? We're almost in the 9,000s. I think that's fairly good. Let's call the Nightmare in Space down. And let us say farewell to this planet here. Oh, look how close we are to the Relentless. I was going to say we should leave, but I think, all things considered, if we are going to be renaming planets, we should at the very least stop at each one in a system while we're doing planetary exploration. I think that's fair. Now wait a second. We did not assess the daytime side of this planet. Oh. Is it blue skies? You don't say. Yeah, look at the peaks and valleys of the terrain here. Judging by all the fossils, I would say this isn't a newly formed planet. Oh no, it's not blue skies. These deep lavender skies. Whoa, stop, pull up. That's what happens when you go to give it the brake and instead you accidentally give it the gas. Alright. There is the star. Cooking the atmosphere of this planet. What have we here? An observatory. I think we can let this go. Yeah. I would really like to make landfall on the other planet. So let's pulse out of the atmosphere and identify the third and final planet of this system. There it is. Yep, with these large rings. A hot, scalding planet. Phosphorus and silver and copper. Not nearly as hot as the other one. Oh, object detected. Let's see. Trade frequency. The normal trader, usual range of goods. They carry only trinkets and curios. I'll bargain for relic. What do you have? The relic is worth the asking price, even if I'm unsure what exactly it's for. These are highly valued by the people that live in this system. Okay, I didn't really I didn't really make a profit on that one. That's okay. That's okay. Next time maybe we'll go for the paraffinium bargain. This planet appears to have much more of a brown and orange tint to it. Perhaps it was green once upon a time before it was scorched. A waterless system, this one. Yeah, the star seems to be incredibly hot. All the moisture is contained in the atmosphere. Look at these mountains. That's pretty significant terrain right there. Alright, let's go to the peak. Let's go to the highest peak we can see. Yeah, these are not subtle mountain ranges here. Oh. Is this a manufacturing facility? It does look like it. You know what? We'll take the landing pad. But I don't necessarily think we're going to push our way in here. Burning air. Ever-present sentinels. Okay, so it's warm. It's warm. It's a far cry cooler than the previous planet. But the terrain. Something about when you see terrain like this. How it really, I don't know. This isn't even the peak here. Let's take the Azure Spark to the top. And look at this smooth sort of... Yeah, we got these molten rock croppings. Oh my. Look at that. And that mountain's almost taller than this one. That peak over there is pretty high. You could spend a significant amount of time on a planet like this just hunting for the peak. Oh, here we go. Local fauna. Alright. Stern Adphesus? Found wandering the scorched plains of the planet Oleon, social animals, they show great care in tending to their young and their sick. They delve underground in search of food and show a particular fondness for the cave marrow, made of stardust. Aren't we all? Interesting. This planet has much more biodiversity than even the cooler planet with temperate atmosphere. Sort of a trend in this region for these species to be quadrupeds, with some of the members having this, I don't want to call it an anglerfish bioluminescence, but that's what it reminds me of. That's just my frame of reference. I wonder if we stood here for a moment, some other life forms would come by. Salt baked. Oh, do you suppose there were mighty oceans on this planet at one time? It's one possibility. I don't think that's necessary, though, for this sort of crusted salt rock formation. It's just one possible explanation. Wind erosion. That makes sense. Hot, burning sands ripping through this. But for it to form like this, it would have to be that the base was generally made of something not as sturdy as the top, not as hard, and that's why the erosion sort of went in reverse. Because normally erosion would work from the top down. Firestorm, that would be our cue to depart. And I dare say, I don't really see a reason to stay much longer, so let's call the Relentless. And once we get the Relentless in here, yep, we'll just go ahead and dock. And say that that's where we'll wrap it up for this episode. And we'll continue on our journey in the next one. Until next time, take care.